one of the major ikhtilaf between us, ulama of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah and ulama of Salafiyah, the scholars of Salafis, they believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lives there on the Arsh. And Arsh is not a place to sit. Arsh is a'zamu makhluqatillahi ta'ala. People think Arsh is a chair. People think Arsh is a chair. One of the famous Imam of Salafiyah, Hafiz al-Mutaymiyah, a great Sheikh, big alim. So his faith is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lives there. He is mustaqir on the arsh. Someone asked him, so who is bigger, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or arsh?
That is a good question.
Yes, the guy, he was so smart. Now Hafiz ibn Taymiyyah is in trouble because if he says arsh is bigger, so he's saying that Allah is smaller than arsh. It's against our faith. If he says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bigger than arsh, the problem is how can Allah sit on the chair, on the arsh? Like if you are bigger than your Sutamoto Kutumudi chair, how you can sit on the chair if you are bigger? So he said, no, it's exactly same size. He says exactly same size. Arash is not a place to sit. Arash is a'zamu makhluqatillah, the largest, biggest creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which covers everything. Everything is in the Arash. Like Arash is covering every one of us. So, 7 heavens, kursi, then the earth. Maybe we have 7 types of earth.
ومن الأرض مثلهن.
ومن الأرض مثلهن. Yes, this is the ومن الأرض. الله الذي خلق 7 سماوات ومن الأرض مثلهن. Thank you, Hassan. So Allah الذي خلق 7 سماوات. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who created 7 heavens. ومن الأرض مثلهن. And the earth similar to the heavens. So there is an opinion that earth is 7. So everything is inside Arsh. It's not a chair. So, but we need to have a clear evidence from Quran or Sunnah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was there before Arsh was created. This is a common sense. Allah was there, right?
Yes.
But we need an evidence. In Sahih Bukhari, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, كَانَ اللَّهُ وَلَمْ يَكُنْ شَيْءٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was and there was nothing. وَهُوَ الْآنَ عَلَى مَا عَلَيْهِ كَانَ. Imam Sayyidina Ali or Imam Jafar al-Sadiq. وَهُوَ الْآنَ عَلَى مَا عَلَيْهِ كَانَ. He is now on what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to be in the past. Not in the Arsh, because Arsh is hadith. It is created. Everything created is hadith, like new. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is qadim, not new. So anything new created, you cannot associate that to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah needs nothing. Allah is free from all of this. And this is why our Aqidah is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't live on the Arsh. This is one of His creations. Some of us, we say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is present everywhere. This is also false Aqidah. This is also false Aqidah. They say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is present on the Arsh, lives. We say, no, this is against the Aqidah of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Same time we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is present everywhere. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's ilm and His qudra, His power is present everywhere. But just to explain physically physically, we shouldn't use this word physically, but to explain. In haqiqah, in reality, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not present in any place like physically. To explain, like we should not say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a body or an image. So Allah's ilm and Allah's power is everywhere. This is the true Aqidah. Allah's ilm and Allah's power is everywhere. But physically, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't live in any place. Clear?
Yes.
I think I took long time. Any confusion, any question?
I have a question.
Yes.
You said that the Arsh surrounds everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So does it surround all of creation?
Yes. وَسِعَ كُرْسِيُّهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Kursi is covering everything, and Arsh is above Kursi.
So it also covers like heaven and hell and stuff?
Yes. Samawati wal ard. Okay?
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I heard the explanation a long time before, but I forgot. But so for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the whole creating the world and everything in 6 days, why was the time frame necessary? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have just created it in less than a second, because like kun fayakun. So where's the wisdom in taking time to create everything?
First, it is not a certain time. Yawm in Arabic, time of 24 hours, yes, but also a long period. Time in Arabic, also a long period. So this is Allah's will. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like Allah, if He wants to create a baby, like Hassan or Hussein, He can create Hassan or Hussein in 1 second. But this is Allah's system. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order, and then tabi'ah, like nature, then naturally it forms. So Allah created in 6 days according to Tawrat or Injil. They believe that this is a period of 24 hours. But science deny that. And in Arabic or in Quran, Yawm means also a long time, long period of time. So it's not 24 hours for a certain time. And then again, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not create in 1 second, like kun fayakun. This is Allah's will. He did order kun, and then according to Allah's will, it forms in naturally in certain time. Is it clear?
Yeah, I understand.
If you understand now, you explain. So it will be better for Jackie, Jacob, and Rakin.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, first of all, when it says 6 days, it doesn't necessarily mean six times 24 hours, and that's how long it took him to create everything. However, it's talking about 6 long periods of time, and this whole 6-7 days, this is something attributed, this is something believed by Christians and the Jews, but we don't necessarily believe that, and also science doesn't show evidence of that. It could, in Arabic, yom could just mean a period of time, so it could just mean 6 long periods of time, which is what we believe. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he could have created it, but he chose to create it in 6 days, and there's wisdom behind it, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he has a system, he has a way that he operates, and that's why that's why certain things in our own lives, they take time. Like he gave the example of how long it takes to create a child, a baby. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he has a system, and I guess in one way of saying is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just because he can create it as fast as possible doesn't mean he's going to create it as fast as possible. And he did create it through saying kun fayakun, but through his wisdom, it just took that amount of time.
Zubair, any input?
I just want to ask a question. This just came into my mind that here it said that ma kadabal fuadu ma ra'a. So as from Ibn Abbas who he's saying and other Sahaba saying, the Prophet saw what he saw with his eyes in the face. And so why it is not said that ma kazabal basaru ma ra'a, ma kazabal ainu ma ra'a, instead it said that fuad.
So this is one evidence of Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas and other Sahabas and some of the Imams of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw his Lord by his heart. This is one of the evidence. And those who say that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did see his Lord by his physical eyes, they don't deny this opinion. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did see his Lord by his heart many times.
That means both with eyes and heart.
Yes, those who say that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not see his Lord, but only by his heart, they deny the other opinion.
Yeah.
But those who say that no, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did see his Lord by his hearts many times, but also he saw his Lord on the night of Miraj by his physical eyes. And I have an episode on this topic. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself, he said, "Ra'aytu Rabbi." Ra'aytu Rabbi, I saw my Lord. So this ayah and evidence and in explanation, the Imams or the Sahabas, they differ. They have different opinion. It is not qat'i. When you see something by your heart, it doesn't mean that you didn't see that by your eyes.
Yes, but in the same time, both is possible.
Yes, possible. Yes.
I also heard this a while ago. So there's this popular narrative that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and that the tashahhud was up there in Mi'raj. However, I heard that this is just like completely fabricated and it's like completely made up and it doesn't even make sense. But and he learned it just as he learned like some other things on here. But anyways, I just heard it was fabricated and I wasn't sure because I wasn't sure what you had to say about it.
It is fabricated, yes. But it does make sense. It is fabricated, but the way it is explained to us in some of the books, like when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw his Lord, he said, "At-tahiyyatu lillahi was-salawatu wat-tayyibat." It means all the ibadat that we have, I am presenting my ibadat, every type of ibadat to you, O Allah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replied, "Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabi," peace be upon you, O my prophet. So they ask a question, why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did not make salam to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? They answered, no way, you cannot say peace be upon you, O Allah. So this is why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did not say Assalamu alayka ya Allah. He said At-tahiyyatu lillahi wa salawatu wa tayyibat. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replied him by salam, peace be upon you. Now Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi. Okay, let me finish. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam realized that I have my ummah and other people who and other prophets who did not see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I should give them a share. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam distributed this salam made by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to everyone. He said, Assalamu alayna, peace be upon all of us, wa ala ibadillahi salihin, and upon the radius slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam witnessed, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. And they say that this is needed. Why? Because the shahada, when you witness someone, you should see physically. Like in the court, you cannot say that, oh, I heard this. You have to say, I saw this by my own eyes. So we needed that for the shahada. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he saw his Lord, and then he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. So it does make sense, but it is, yes, fabricated.
Yeah, they were asking, the other students were asking me, they didn't understand the question, what was the fabrication? So I just want to elaborate. The question was, so I mentioned the popular narrative is that when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went on the Miraj, and he was having a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's where the tashahhud originated from. It's pretty much talking about the conversation. It's pretty much narrating the conversation between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that they had during the Miraj. The question is whether this is a fabrication, and pretty much the answer was it is a fabrication. It did not occur up there, and
Yes.
the shahud originated elsewhere while he was on earth.
So where did it originate from? Or
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught him. Rasulullah learned from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the most famous answer.
do we know like when and where it was revealed to him?
Not exactly. It's in Medina. But I can try to find out, but not exactly. No.
Okay.
Wait,
It's
was
hard.
it revealed? Was
Huh?
it revealed to him? Was it revealed to him directly or through Jibril alayhi salam?
The revelation is it is types, like one through Jibril, one ilham, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed by himself to the heart of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So everything is revelation, yes. Everything said by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ.